I just don't like the idea of there being a god Pokemon. Oh no. My antivirus protections run out. Live on stream.
Let's go, let's go!
Also, this grizzly bear's got a gun.
Oh shit.
Everyone get down!
I'm glad no one's wrecked this place. Goes to show nobody's taken any notice of this place. Glad to see no one's wrecked the place. There's 2 barrels. What a fucking materialist. I thought you were just gonna plow. Yeah.
I was so ready to. I just want to drive it straight.
Jesus wept. Oh, they are shooting at me. Uh-oh. Are you ready? You're gonna see something fucking incredible. Wow! Look at this prison that we live in!
Romania's got a sick national anthem.
God save
Romania.
No, it's like,
Romania.
Long live Romania. God save Romania. Romania. I want the base ingredients.
Carbon. It'll be carbon. Carbon-based life form.
Fuck you!
Oh,
Don't give me
solution.
atoms. What? Okay, what element? The answer is carbon.
You're gone. There's no way in hell I'm catching up with you. No!
Wait, you just gonna eat them all in one go? Oh no, I just heard them go in your mouth.
Well, that just means I have to be very fucking safe then. Rather than, like... You know... What the fuck?!
I want to make this as clear as possible to everyone at home. Harry, that hasn't moved.
But I don't live in Nottingham anymore, I live in France.
That's not true.
I like the
This
pronunciation.
is how they say it here.
Yeah, it's
France.
good.
France.
It really adds to the illusion.
France.
The illusion.
I believed it
What
for
do
a
you
moment.
mean? He lives in France, Harry.
I live in France.
Really adds to
Stop
the-
saying that! It makes me unwell every time. Right, okay. Oh, you have wonderful eyes. Oh, you've got luscious lips. Fantastic tits. A great ass. Nice legs. Perfect feet. Terrific hands. Delightful fingers. What happens if you do speak? What does she say to you? Does she still treat you like someone she has, like, no hearts with?
Haley is ignoring you.
As he slides away on the linoleum floor.
Now you're under control. Now you do what they told you. Now you're under control. Now you do what they told you. Now you're under control.
Doors open. Yeah.
It's fine. I'll run it under a tap for a bit and we can try again.
Wait, no, Tim. There's only one thing left to do with this Ouija. Please hold it abreast.
Are you?
Where's the sword?
You know how you
Honestly,
used to be in
You're
form,
in.
and you'd be put in like a form with people much younger than you.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
So basically, during sixth form, I was put into a much lower form. So like, I was put in with people that were in like year 7, whatever, right? No, like, so in sixth form, typically you only
Put
have a
into a
form
lower
with...
form. Like a
Don't be
caterpillar.
Oh, this is the best one. I don't know. We're free to live together.
Are you ready?
no.
A
mighty blow!
A hit! A palpable hit!
Luke, sorry, I'm just gonna. As hilarious as that is, I just put my foot in my curry. Oh shit! I'm gonna have to BRB, Luke.
God save our gracious Queen. Long live our noble Queen. God save the Queen. Romania. 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 Rest in peace, princess. I miss you. Didn't even have it set to the right dang microphone. Okay. Oh, my settings are different. Okay, here, I'm gonna have to fuck around with some filters for a little while. But then I can start, I guess. Yeah. It's the yearly wrap-up thing that I do, where I do a 20-minute spiel about how it's a really good time. Everything's really cool and good. And what I'm going to say this year is, yeah, you know, second time's the charm. Second year, good year, all things considered. There's kind of a lot to talk about in terms of things that happened in regards to the channel this year, but also, like, there's a lot to talk about, but I don't have much to say, and, you know, it's better to be thought of a fool than to open one's mouth and remove all doubt. So all I'll really say is, like, what do I have to say? Karaoke stream? That was really good. It was a nice top off for the year. That's a good way to start, I guess. What else do I have to say? I mean, there is one, like, we moved to Mixer this year. That's kind of the big thing, and that's kind of still some, like, the ramifications of that shift are still rippling throughout my day-to-day life, but overall I think it was a positive move, and I'll stand by my decision to do that. Like, we lost some people along the way, and I think about that a lot. That's the main thing that, like, sticks with me, is the people that didn't come over, and I wonder, like, is that my fault? But I've also found new people that I wouldn't have if I didn't come over, and ultimately there's no point dwelling on, like, what could have been, because that's a different timeline now, and I'm not in that one. And, like, I think at the moment I'm happier with the Mixer channel than I ever was with the Twitch, I guess, is kind of how I feel about it right now. I think the strongest parts of the community have remained and the weaker parts have left. Not in terms of people, just in terms of, like, conceptually. I think I'm happier with us as a inclusive community now, rather than I keep using the term boys club. I hope people understand what I mean when I say that. I don't mean, like, literally boys club. I just mean we're so ingratiated in our own headspace of, like, this is the things we do, this is who we are, this is the content we make, and this is who we make that content for. We've kind of broken out of that mold a bit, and I'm happier with that. I'm happier now knowing that I feel, at least, that you could, it's kind of, it's a joke that we do every now and then, where we do the tell your friends bit, and it's funny, I guess, but it's something that internally I've always worried about. The idea that you could watch the content and be, like, ashamed of it. Like, we make embarrassing content. And that's something I always wanted to sort of get away from. I want it to be like I've spent the last year making the content into something that you would be happy to tell your friends about, I suppose, is the idea. Yeah, I guess. I'm trying to think, like, the year has been much longer than I remember it being. Because, like, the move to Mixer wasn't even that long ago, that was in August. But I'm thinking, like, February this year. That was when the birthday stream happened. That was this year. Fortune-telling stream, that was this year. I've got a lot of, like, goals that I want to hit next year. I think that's something that I didn't establish well last year, and it's something I want to, like, make clear this year. Like, we have stuff coming up that I want to get done, and I want to hit it, and I want to nail it out of the park. Like, I mean, we have the rest of the donation roadmap to do. I'm pretty excited for some of that stuff. I worry that we took too long doing most of them. That's kind of my only... Like, we probably won't do another donation roadmap in the future. We'll probably keep it to, like, Patreon stuff. Because... I mean, just because of the way that the donation roadmap... Like, you know, obviously I'm incredibly gracious to all the support I've received. But donation roadmap, I had imagined it taking us, like, a couple months to reach the end of it. And obviously, insane generosity, we did it in, like, a week. And then we had 10 different things that we had to plan out. And I think I was just overwhelmed by them all, and now I've, like, been thinking about them. And the more I think about them, the less I get anything done. Yeah, they're all coming up. They will all be done at some point. Obviously, the co-host stuff is going to start going through. No idea how that's going to go yet. We'll find out. And... yeah, Patreon. We started that this year. That's gone really well so far. I'm very happy with that. I'm hoping over the year, obviously, it keeps growing, because that's the easiest way for me to know and to be secure in the fact that I can keep doing this. Like, I can commit my time to this and feel like it's worth it. Because obviously, you know, I don't want it to seem like I'm just money grubbing or whatever. But it's the easiest way for me to know, like, again, it's worth my time. Like, I would do it for free. And I did for a very long time. Anyway, I was gonna say, I have some goals that I want to hit for next year. So obviously I want to get all those donation roadmap streams done. But more, like, specific numbers wise, this is my this is gonna sound kind of crazy, I think, and I think it sounds crazy too, but that's why I'm gonna say it out loud, and then if it's in the video I can never go back on it. I want to hit 1,000 Mixer followers by the end of next year. That's my, like, big thing at the moment. I want to at least be at a higher follower count on Mixer than I am on Twitch. That's the... If we don't hit that, then we've got a problem. But it's... yeah, that... It kind of comes back to me, you know, tell your friends situation, where this kind of... The stuff we do can only exist with the support of you guys as a community. Like, without you guys, there is no Ginger Fork. Well, technically there is, but that's not the point. But yeah, the plan is 1,000. It's bold, and I know it is. But I think with hard work and perseverance, it could pay off. What are the other goals for next year? I don't really have any, like, hard, fast number goals like that for next year. I want to do more YouTube stuff, but not... I want to have more highlights for streams and such, and we're probably gonna have to do that manually rather than through Mixer right now, just because that's not an option. Gonna do more like just to give you like, this kind of a thing we toyed with on Twitter, doing like a Ginger Frog digest, it was called, just a short clip of like a stream or from a stream, just a funny bit. I would like to do more of those, maybe with a more set schedule, like a weekly like best part of the week thing. Obviously that kind of requires us to be funny, which, you know, sometimes that doesn't go to plan, but we'll see. I mean, I know Dermot is planning on doing more streams. Dermot the Big Milk, for those who don't know. What other goals do I have? I'm gonna win one of the mixer-uppers. That's one of my goals. That's an important one for me. Might be the most important one. What else have we got? Project-wise, I wanna do a rebrand at some point, but that's kind of more difficult and expensive. So yeah, you know, that's kind of like a more, I want to pay like a real artist to do real art for the channel, like animated, so I don't have to keep using this fucking stream starting soon scream specifically. Last year I did a bunch of thanks to everyone, and I named people specifically in thanks. I think that was a bad move ultimately, so instead I'm just gonna thank everyone. If you're listening to this video, I do appreciate you one way or another, you know? That's kind of just the natural progression of it, right? Like, how could I not at this point? What are we doing next year? There's 24-hour stream. If you're watching this on the day it comes out, I think that's today or tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. Oh, I should probably announce now that I'm turning into a 24-hour Sims 4 channel as well. That seems important. That's not true. I couldn't do that. I would immediately burn out, but it sounds fun though, right? Yeah. Alright, we're done. I want to go watch The Witcher now and go to sleep. It's 2:30. So, like, yeah. I mean, it's January 2nd. There was a point in this where I was gonna declare 2020 the year of Ginger Fork. But I don't have the confidence to do that anymore. So we'll see how 2020 goes. And then if 2020 is good, then we'll do a year of Ginger Fork for 2021. This is the preliminary year of Ginger Fork. The test bed year of Ginger Fork. And then we could do a really good joke about, like, hindsight is 2020, yada yada. You get the fucking joke. Wait. Instead of foresight, it's forksight.